Hello, everybody. Testing 1, 2, 3. It's Travis here, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, ready to talk weight loss and wellness, ready to go to war against the diet devil. You know, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they're mighty indeed to the pulling down of strongholds. Love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, meekness, temperance, and faith. Let's go, everybody. Hello. Yes, Angela, waiting on your question. Hey, everybody, welcome. This is our Q&A session. We will be changing these sessions soon. We're starting to get feedback that these will be much more productive if we stuck to a topic and didn't do open-ended Q&A. We'll obviously reserve time for Q&A when we make the switch, but today we're still doing Q&A, answering people's questions, helping them to keep moving forward, overcome their own self-mental objections, overcoming self-sabotage, learning the program, understanding the program. You got to go through Fast Track. There's no need in me patronizing anyone and telling you that you can do it any other way. If you're not doing the Fast Track system, you're not going through that and earning the Fast Track badge, and you are not journaling, whatever weight that you lose, statistically speaking, we have the data to back this up. Whatever weight you lose, you're going to put it back on. Okay, so we've got to decide whether it's Shibboleth or Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or Nutrisystem or whatever network marketing company you're doing, whatever that stuff is that you're trying to merge all together. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You take bits and pieces from everything and you end up worse off than you started. So at some point, you've just got to decide what is going to be your practical, sustainable, and fun approach to losing weight and keeping it off. You're going to need a lifestyle, the kind that's a line in the sand lifestyle. Like if you think right now, there's some things in your life that you just don't negotiate, right? And by the way, while I'm answering questions, if y'all could, what are outside of how you eat? Because you're negotiating with yourself every single day. Y'all, anybody ever watch The Godfather? Today, I'm going to be the Godfather. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. So the thing is, as long as you keep not deciding on the family that you're going to be a part of, you're not going to have success. The areas in your life where you have had success have been areas in your life where your values, your integrity regarding that said thing, you are unwilling to negotiate on a daily basis. Does anybody have an example of something they stand for that you're unwilling to compromise on? Does anybody, hey, everybody, welcome. Does anybody have that? We didn't even do introductions today. My name's Travis. I've lost over 100 pounds. I come off many prescription medications. Programs changed my life, continuing to change tens of thousands of other lives. So we're glad you're here. We're going to get right to it today. So Debbie says, my spiritual beliefs, not willing to compromise. My faith and trust in Christ, drinking my water, that's a good one. Sobriety. So these are things that you drew a line in the sand and you said, this is what I stand for. Okay. Leanne says, I stand on the word of God. I love all this because with y'all all having a good foundation of faith, it's impossible to please God without faith. It's Bible, not Travis, Bible. With that good foundation of faith, then losing weight should be pretty easy, shouldn't it? It should be easy. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that defies the armies of the living God? Obesity is not a Philistine. So if we say we got the faith, hey, we got a tool now. We've got the best tool ever. And I'm biased, yeah, but the best tool, practical, sustainable. There's nobody here today that can come up with a reasonable objection to doing this program. The only reasonable objection, because everything's personalized now, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy how easy the program is to do and how it meets you where you're at. The only reasonable objection to following Shibboleth is you're not ready yet to really lose weight. You're just not ready. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. I'm not saying that's unreasonable. Now, we could dive into, if you're on many prescription medications and you're continuing to eat a surplus of calories and spike your hormones all over the place, that may be another conversation we need to have. Like, you're not ready, but should you be ready? Because you've got so many issues. But let's scratch that. It is reasonable to say, I might need to lose weight according to most people, but I'm just not ready. I'm pretty happy where I'm at. That's a reason not to do the program. But if you say that you're ready and you say that you've got the faith, and this can be a discussion too. If you say that you've got the faith, what's holding you back? And I won't jump on you. I'd like to hear it. In your mind, what's holding you back from doing what you need to do to lose the weight, other than, I'm just really not ready, Travis. I'm hoping by coming to these classes that, I get sparked and eventually I do it, but I'm really just not that into it. That's reasonable. But for those of you that say, I really want to lose the weight and I have faith in God, what do you think's holding you back? You're not going to be successful until you adopt that line in the sand attitude with this that you did in other areas of your life where you consider yourself successful. There must be, hey, no negotiation. I'm not going to negotiate this over and over and over again with myself daily. I will always end up eating the chips and the cheese dip at the Mexican restaurant if I'm negotiating this with myself constantly. How many of you will get to the topic? I know you're just, calm down. Well, I'll get there. I promise. How many of you negotiate with yourself every day? Like you said, Monday's going to be the day. I'm going to go on and blow it on Sunday. Sound familiar? I don't want to miss out on this opportunity that has arisen to eat. So I'm going to go on and have a holiday Sunday and I'll start Monday. And then sure enough, opportunity presents itself and you start feeling like you're missing out on something. Maybe somebody's got a birthday at the office and they brought in the big cookie from the Publix. Maybe that's it. And then you negotiate with yourself and then you renegotiate. There are some things in life that have to be non-negotiable. That's what it means by standing on the rock. When all we can do is stand, we stand. Some days we don't feel like standing, but we stand. That's the only way you get through this life and have any modicum of happiness, joy, and success. The most important and critical issues in your life, you must say, I'm not negotiating anymore. This is non-negotiable. So you start off February, and February the 1st was a holiday. February the 2nd was a holiday. February the 3rd was a holiday. February the 4th, 5th, and 6th, you had 6 holidays in a row. If your lifestyle is non-negotiable, how many holidays do you have remaining if you're trying to lose weight? 0. 0. 0. Yeah, you're out of holidays. You're out of holidays. I'm going to get in trouble. Somebody's going to see. You're all adults here. I mean, no disrespect. I shouldn't say this. Somebody that just got out of a good message on Sunday is going to say, I can't believe you said that word in class. It was so derogatory. So I'm just going to say it anyway. Tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk's still good, right? So you had 6 holidays, the first of the month, and you're out. Once you decide that you're going all in and this is your lifestyle, you have 6 holidays and that's it until you reach maintenance, and then you get 12. But you don't keep renegotiating that you can have more and more and more. This is an area whereby you have to be extremely disciplined with your lifestyle approach. You can take days off and you have days on. That's it. There's no in between. If you so much as lick the cheese dust off a Dorito, that's a holiday. Does the cheese dust on the Dorito cause an insulin spike? No. But after the lick goes the crunch, after the crunch goes the whole bag. We have to stop negotiating and renegotiating. I've got members here that I've been negotiating with you for a decade or close to it. And every year you lose 20, 30 pounds, and every year you gain it right back. Since you've known me, you've lost hundreds of pounds And then you tell me you're not good at this. Bull crap. You're so good at it, you can do it over and over and over. And the reason you're having to do it over and over and over is because you haven't stopped negotiating with the diet devil. You haven't stopped negotiating with your lower self, your flesh. You haven't drawn a line in the sand and said, no more, no exceptions. Once you do that, your life will change. How you eat, how you treat yourself, how you treat your temple is not vanity. It's required. It's your reasonable service to protect the life that God has given you to the best of your ability, and then let God do the rest. You can't keep negotiating. It's non-negotiable. Look at it again. Everything in your life that has worked out for you has been, you said, no exceptions. It's non-negotiable. The only reason I have lost weight and kept it off is because I have line in the sand numbers that are non-negotiable. Nobody's going to make me, if I go over my line in the sand, if I go over 200 pounds, no one loves me enough to make me get back under 200 pounds. It has to be something inside of me that's a value-driven system that's non-negotiable. And you can do that. You can reach that level of non-negotiation through going through the program in the proper way. Watching the fast track videos, earning the fast track badge, attending live class anytime, especially anytime you're losing the motivation, and you must journal. Those are the critical components here. If you want the diet devil to release the talons from off of your life and you to get your life back, or maybe for the first time to stop being sick and tired of being sick and tired, now's the time. Today could be a day where some of you all commit yourselves to yourselves. And you say, I'm doing this for myself and unto the Lord. It's no longer negotiable. I get plenty of holidays. I'm not missing out on anything. We act like we're ignorant to the devices of the devil. We act as though we're ignorant. It's becoming stupid. There's a difference between ignorance and stupidity. So I had a school teacher one time that said, Travis, you're stupid. She shouldn't have said that, but you're talking about when I was raised, when they still give you a paddling. And she said, you're acting stupid. And I hurt my feelings. She said, you're not ignorant, you're stupid. And I said, what's the difference? She said, ignorance is tolerable because you don't know any better. She said, you're stupid because you know better and you keep doing the same thing, Travis, over and over again. And she shouldn't have called me stupid because I might have labeled myself that and began to behave that way. But it's plain talk is easily understood. And I got it that day that anytime I know to do better and do it not is sin to me. So at some point, we've got to rebuild our foundation. We're going to have to tear down this lifestyle that we've built, tear it down back to the basics. First, we start with faith, love of ourselves, some knowledge, and then we begin to build from there. And you've got to establish some non-negotiable lifestyle traits. You just have to, or this is going to continue to be misery for most of you. Misery, I tell you. The process of losing weight, it's not misery to me. You know why? Because I lost my weight. I lost over 100 pounds doing what I love to do, eating delicious foods, focusing on what I could have and not on what I couldn't have, and taking a few days off. And when I got to my goal weight, that didn't change. I was already in the habit of doing what I'm supposed to do. Did it through 100 pounds. I enjoyed it. And why quit it? And that's how I've kept my weight off. Non-negotiation as it relates to my eating lifestyle. All right, some questions. Where can I find the Shibboleth Shield picture? I'll let Tammy help you. It's in the digital. It's probably all over the website, but the quickest one that I can think of is in the digital book. Tammy, do you know what she's talking about? Shibboleth Shield. And it's in a digital book. You or Joni one, if y'all could get it. It's for Darla. She asked privately, sorry to call you by name, Darla. I try not to do that, but just want them to know how to get it to you. So it's a fine question you asked, nothing to be embarrassed of. Where can I find the Shibboleth Shield picture? There's a digital book with that picture in it on the website. Let me go back and look for questions I may have missed. Q&A time. I'm doing the meal replacement AdvoCare shake. When I mix it with water and 4 cubes of ice, it's like pudding. Add more water. That's it. That's all you got to do. Add more water. Add more water to taste. You do it to taste. More water, less viscosity. Less water, more pudding-like. You can. A lot of people eat it like pudding, but yeah, just add more water. That's not a problem at all. Add more water. Still have the same protein, same bioavailability. Just add more water. No, Angela, you're not doing anything wrong. You just need to add more water. Anybody that needs some inspiration, you need to ask, or not ask her, she might be really busy, but go to Sally Clock's profile and look at her transformation photos. If that doesn't fire you up, your wood is wet. Sally Clock, you need to check her transformation photos out. Hey, Tammy, you did what we all do. You had a holiday yesterday on the challenge. You feel yucky today because your body was telling you it's feeling better. And then we give it the poison for those few minutes of mouth pleasure. I hope that you write that down. I know I had a holiday over the weekend and I wrote down in my journal, the mouth pleasure wasn't worth it. That allows it to sink in. Next time I'll do this and it'll be better. I even wrote down how stretched my stomach feels and how I thought I was over that. For years, I've not allowed my stomach to feel stretched and full, and I did it again over the weekend. And I even wrote down, is this a sign I'm losing my motivation? I've got to snap out of this. I hate that feeling of I didn't make friends with the enemy. I attacked the diet devil and my behavior and how painful it was so that I don't do that again. Hope you wrote all that down in your journal. That's why we don't do the little scan apps. They don't teach you anything. When you scan a food in your journal, it's not teaching you anything. You need to spend more time with yourself and with reflection. I believe in those types of journals. Sharon, you can do it. Just got to stick with it long enough. Why is it so hard to draw a line in the sand? In some areas we stand and in other areas we don't. This one's particularly hard simply because you're dealing with years of bad habits before you knew those bad habits was going to cause health problems. So these are eating habits that are ingrained in you. So that makes it difficult. It increases the difficulty factor when everybody in your environment looks like they've given up too. Okay, they've given up to the instant gratification eating culture, and they get all of their pleasure from food, and they use food as a solution for stress and boredom. So you're a product of your environment. That makes it additionally hard. Next, it's very difficult to do what you're supposed to do. Look at your nightstand rules every day. Stay motivated every day. Look at the vision for your highest and best self every day and right before you eat. So you start getting ingrained as to inside of your psychology as to why you're doing this. So, you're up against a lot and it takes a big person to change. And when you want to lose weight, but you're not losing weight and you're constantly renegotiating, you're simply attaching more value to the instant gratification than you are to live out your vision and purpose. So when we want the food and we want the goal, whichever, it's going to be a bloodbath either way. So I use this as an example, and I think it goes overlooked a lot, but it really helped me. One day it's going to help somebody else. So, it's really like this. If I've got over here, I value, why am I having a hard time losing weight? I want to, so why do I have a hard time? Why am I always negotiating with myself? So you're presented with Mexican chips and cheese dip. Let's say that you really love that, and you're going to have to abstain from it more often. Not all the time, but more often. You love ice cream. You love you love cake. You love Chips Ahoy cookies. You love deep dish pizza, not approved kind. And the list goes on. You really love these things. Quick grazing on chips, grazing on candies, eating pizza, not having to think about it. You really value that and the instant pleasure that comes anytime you're bored. You find yourself doing this because you're bored. You're not hungry, you're bored. Anytime you're stressed, I'll forget it. Last thing I want to do is think about my weight loss goals. That's hard. It's easy to grab some chips. It's easy to grab some ice cream. It's painful later, but we value these things so much. And we've been doing it so long. Now it's ingrained in us that this is my doctor. This is my physician. This is my psychologist. This is my entertainment. So let's say that in your mind, you value this on a scale of 1 to 10. You value it at a 10. And then over here, in those quiet moments, you deal with your spirit, and your spirit values God. Your spirit that values family. Your spirit values your confidence. Your spirit values your level of self-esteem, your appearance. You value your appearance. You value your health. Okay. You value these things. Everybody here values these things, or you would not be here. But what happens is, compared to this, everything you value over here, good things come from value in this second list when we delay our gratification. And you're looking at instant gratification versus delayed gratification. So maybe you only value that at an 8. On a scale of 1 to 10, you value it at an 8. So every day you're constantly negotiating. It's like 1,000 armies going to battle against an 800 armies. It's like your flesh is fortified with 10,000 armies, but your spirit is only fortified with 8,000 armies. And they're fighting every day in your head and in your psychology. You're going to lose that battle. It's going to be a bloodbath. Until you can get this chart over here, this column over here to a 10, and this over here to a 2 or a 3, you're not going to be successful. You can forget about it. I know plain talk is easily understood. I had to have the conversation with my son again today. Pro basketball is off the table. It's not going to happen now. Okay? Find something else. So I'm telling you all, if you continue to value a donut more than you value walking down the beach with confidence on your next vacation and knowing you're a disciplined person that's healthy and energetic, if you value the donut more than that, you're just fighting an uphill battle. You might as well forget about it. You've got to diminish the value that you attach to these ridiculous, soulless, inanimate objects called food. You've got to devalue those things. You've got them so valued. And then you've got in your mind that losing weight is so hard. That automatically brings the value down. Adults don't do things that they don't have to do that's hard. We won't do it until you attach and remap your brain. This is easy. When I do a live class in the past, I was standing there and make everybody shout, "It's easy." And some people go, they just need to get up and leave the class because they're not willing to remap how they're thinking about this thing. It does not take a long time to lose weight. It took me 30 years to get in that condition I was in, but only 6 months to change my life. Change your perspective. It's not hard to be in a blessed country, to have a roof over my head and 100 breakfast ideas, 100 lunch ideas, 100 dinner ideas. I don't even use all the ideas of the foods that I like and love. I don't have to. There's so much variety. All I got to do is value instant gratification value my spirit, confidence, and self-esteem, value my appearance, value my health, value God. All I got to do is value those things and then focus on delicious foods that I can have and not on delicious foods I can't have. That's it. Takes a decision. These are grown-up decisions that we need to make, and I can't make them for you, or I would. I can't make you do anything, and you're not going to find anybody that loves you enough to make you do this. Your husband, maybe I'm gearing up too quick for Jack, little plain talk. Your husband, sorry, he loves you. He doesn't love you enough to make you do this. If you're a husband and you need to lose weight, your wife does not love you enough to make you do this every day. You have to love yourself enough to do it. That's why nobody's doing it, respectively. There's a few of us doing it. But I mean, if we look at the universe, statistically speaking, people that are coupled, see, I believe this. I believe if I love my spouse, I should be my best for my spouse, irrespectively of how she's treating herself, and vice versa. Why in the world would I expect her to love me and value me when I don't love and value myself? And we could go on and on about these conversations you all know you have with yourself, but at some point, the negotiation has to stop. It's non-negotiable for me to do this program. I don't negotiate it. Why would I? I'm having so much fun. Think about it. Will a text be sent out tonight for details on the upcoming Jack Challenge? Yes, we did move it until tomorrow night. Jack orientations tomorrow night. We have some special surprises for the Jack group this time. And these were big developments on the website that cost quite a bit. And we found some glitches when we were at the office yesterday. So they're going to try to have the glitches worked out before tonight. So we'll do orientation tomorrow night. Still have plenty of time. The challenge doesn't start until February the 6th, but it's going to be fun. There is a small fee attached to it. No way that we can do this one without a fee, because it has daily journal checking. We'll be checking our participants' journal every day. And then there's some new fun features on the website just for the Jack people. Travis, I signed up for Advocare not through your link. The first time when I tried to change my distributor to you, they say I need your distributor number and phone number to change it. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm happy to give it to you. Thank you for considering. It does help me keep the lights on. Here's my all my information. If I can now get it to enter. Oh, send. See it, let me know if you got that. I give you my username, my distributor number, and my phone number. Thank you for considering that. Very sweet of you. Yeah, this is without hyperbole. This will be, I don't know if a lot of people will do it because they'll have to value what we're offering, but this will be the biggest, baddest, most fun challenge we've done to date with the most daily support. Not only will Jack be sending a video and a quote every day based upon how you're doing, and having live classes each week, giving you meal plans. There's a penalty feature. There's a treasure hunt feature. There's all kind of stuff to make the challenge fun, and there will be daily journal checking so that anyone could lose weight in a foolproof way. But opt out of the Jack challenge and do one of the other challenges that we're doing if you're not going to take the challenge serious, or if you get your feelings hurt easily, it is not going to be the place for you. The No Quarter, No Mercy challenge, if your feelings are easily hurt, if you're dealing with emotional issues, mental illness, I'm serious, don't come to that challenge, okay? Because it's meant to be fun. Jack is no respecter of person. Everybody gets yelled at. In fact, He looks for reasons to yell, even when no reason exists. He looks for reasons to penalize the group, even when no reasons exist. So it's going to be fun for those people that don't take life too seriously, who want to lose weight, who get that they need a kick in the butt. And it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, AdvoCare will be an optional part of the challenge, not a mandatory part, but an optional part of the challenge. Will there be another Jack challenge after the first one? I don't know. This one's so taxing on me. Literally, I will be having to pull 20-hour days, and I love it. But if I commit to doing this Jack in March, then I may be biting off more than I can chew, because not only do I have all my other duties and they're significant, I have that challenge, which is going to require at least 8-9 hours a day to help everybody. So, yeah, I can't commit to doing another one right after this one. I'll have to have some recovery time. The challenge, it's a 24-day challenge, Sean. I'll let you do the math on that. It starts February the 6th. I'm not ready to announce the money until I go over the benefits, Debbie. I feel like it's very fair. It'll cost me a lot more to administer it than what I'm charging, but I have to have some help with it. And then, of course, we'll continue to do free stuff for people who don't want to see that as something they want to do. But I'm not ready to announce it till I can show you the immense value. Yes, this one will have a fee attached, but I'm always mindful that we're a ministry first and foremost. People that don't see the value in it, they can do one of the free challenges. Hello, Mama. Bye, Mama. That's my mom, everybody. Yeah, orientation's tomorrow night for No Quarter, No Mercy Challenge. Orientation tomorrow night. And it will start February the 6th, giving everyone time to prepare. Anybody else? Any other questions? I know y'all want the information before it's time, but I promise you it'll be the best challenge you've ever done if you're not dealing with mental illness. Nothing wrong with that. I deal with it myself every single day. So I'm not making fun of anyone. Mental illness is real, and we don't want you there falling into a depression. What is bio coffee, and is it beneficial or just for pleasure? It's very beneficial. If you're just drinking coffee for pleasure, let's go with 0-calorie coffee. Bio coffee has 70 calories. Helps alkalize the body, helps promote regularity. It's a great meal episode if you pair it with Healthwise hot chocolate or Cocoa Ringa or Beverly UMP. So yeah, there's benefits to it. Helps promote regularity. There's wheatgrass in it to help fight inflammation. It's really good. There's not a problem with doing back-to-back challenges, are they? No. The challenge is us not doing what it takes to lose excess fat. If somebody's a self-starter, they don't need a challenge. If you need more camaraderie and need challenges to make keep the new factor going, to keep awareness going, like I do. I have to do challenges too. Then it's not harmful, never harmful to get rid of excess body fat the right way. Please explain where we can find information on the different challenges. We're in the challenge section. So you go to myshibboleth.com. There's wow challenges that you can do on your own. Daily, one-day challenges, wow challenges, or you can go in the website, click the challenge tab, and any active challenges are listed. Right now, you can see there's no active challenges. Every challenge is going on right now. There's some upcoming for February that have not been added here. Group challenges are live active challenges. where we do them together. And then you have the 1-day challenges that you can do on your own accord. That's called wow challenges. They're just silly, fun challenges that promote self-discipline. Is it too soon for me to join the Jack Challenge? Yes, we'll do the orientation. It's not open to join yet, Miss Mary. We'd love to have you. It's not too soon. This is your first day. As long as you know Jack, it's like a themed challenge. Can think of going to Walt Disney World and they have theme rides. This is a weight loss challenge where we get silly, have some fun with it. Jack's a mean old ornery pirate in this themed challenge. And he's looking for shipmates. There's a treasure hunt daily. There's a lot of fun stuff to get our mind off the process of losing weight and to enjoy the camaraderie with each other. Has a lot in common with like a boot camp kind of scenario. You get fussed at a lot, and it's fun, a fun thing, not meant to be a stressful thing, but a fun thing. You get a meal plan. But I would recommend, if you're doing the challenge as a new person, still go back and learn the lifestyle. A weight loss challenge is a diet, and diets don't work long term. This won't work long term. What you need is that fast track education, and then you use the challenge to either lose weight faster and have more fun and to meet people. But otherwise, we're learning the lifestyle. But it's never too early to join it if you think you'd like to have fun with the group and lose some weight. The weight loss from the challenge, you're talking about they're into like halfway through. They're only halfway through the 24-day challenge. And the weight loss for the challenge, you can just see that people they're just more aware. That's why the results are so astronomical. Halfway through the challenge, and you've got people, this thing will load, you got somebody that put in their number wrong. They haven't lost 64 pounds. Somebody lost 33, 21, 19.6, 19.6, 17.6, 17.6. Nobody's lost 64 pounds. So that's just probably some sort of misstep in the journal. But we verify, at the end of the challenge that there's nothing going awry here. But the kind of weight that folks are losing with a challenge is just, it's crazy. It just brings that new smell back to it, that new car smell, right? You're never more excited than when you start a program. And the challenge is by having a new challenge every month, it just keeps things more exciting and more interesting. And people they're just more aware. They're sprinting kind of. You've got folks in this group that's been long-term members. Charles Grant, 19.2, Windy City, 18.2, CJ, 17. Debbie Hamby, I see you on here. Way to go, 11.6. So, yeah, challenge anytime you want. Just realize it's a diet. It's meant to be a sprint to get you some momentum. I need clarification on my morning coffee. I'm fasting, so I really want to keep fasting and not mess that up. I could use my sugar-free creamer with a little protein. Protein is adding calories, so I'm perplexed. You don't need to add more than 15, 20 calories to your coffee, or that will break your fast. Let me know if that's still confusing. If you're using just a smidge of sugar-free creamer, 15 calories, a smidge of protein, very, very few. If you add more than 15, 20 calories of protein, you're going to break up your fast. Coca-Ringa does break the fast, absolutely. Nutrition breaks a fast because it elevates metabolism. Anything that elevates metabolism can break a fast. Now, some studies suggest that caffeine by itself will break a fast. And I know that it disrupts your fast, but not like macronutrients. So I don't worry as much in my own personal journey about coffee or Spark unless it's bio coffee. I use bio coffee as a meal on my program. I don't use it as a snack. I don't use it to get my blood sugar up. I use it as a morning meal mixed with Healthwise hot chocolate. What qualifies a food as a freebie? Please go through the Fast Track program. Otherwise, you could call anything a freebie that's category 2 vegetables, any category 2 vegetable that's raw or cooked, as long as you haven't added any oil. That's a freebie. Pickled okra is a freebie. Pickles are a freebie. Cucumbers are a freebie. Lettuce is a freebie. Anytime you need to graze, which we don't promote, you should choose a freebie. Then there are things that are processed that are freebies, like sugar-free Jell-O. So basically 0 calorie. If it's a processed food and it's almost 0 calorie, it's a freebie. Orbit sugar-free gum, a freebie. Sugar-free Jell-O, a freebie. I'm trying to think of other freebies off the top of my head. Look in the library, tons of freebies listed there. So I hope that helps. I need clarification about tea. Can I squeeze a half of lemon in it and fresh ginger? Would this break my fast? No, ginger doesn't have any macronutrients. Lemon juice has no macronutrients, so it would not break your fast. Can Shibboleth hot chocolate be used with bio coffee as a meal, or is it just the Healthwise hot chocolate? It can be. Yeah, Healthwise and Shibboleth hot chocolate are the same product. How do you find friends on the website? Pretty simple. You can go to the challenge and you can click a name. There's a way right there. And it says here who she is. This is Windy City Peach, Melanie Allen. You can send a battle request. You can friend her. You can go to the community. Here's the community tab to meet friends. I'm glad you asked. We need to do more of that around here. We have a great community that works like Facebook. You can make posts. We need to start using this. Nobody uses it, so I haven't gotten in the habit of using it. I wish more people use it. It was a tremendous investment, but I miscalculated people's addiction to Facebook. And of course, we can't compete with a multi-million-dollar company, but it's great for our little family. And here you can see who's posting. Hey, Kim Danke, who's this person? She's a two stars by her name. I mean, she's really entrenched in the Shibboleth family. She's a paid member because she has stars, and I'm already a friend with her, or I can follow her, send a battle request, send her a message. Beth, it could be that you're not finding them because they don't have a public profile. Our members do have to set their profile to public to be found. So you might want to ask them to set it to public. Yeah, we try to keep sensitive information private and give every member the opportunity to make private what they want to make private. Really nice community feature if you go look at it sometime. We built that when we were certain that Facebook was going to boot us and give a positive alternative to Facebook. I did not get a message about high testosterone levels. Do you know where you sent it? Thank you, Nora. I didn't, Beth. If you're trying to, I get tagged so many times, it's never intentional that I overlook. I literally get more questions than I can even answer in a day, and it just keeps growing. So if you want to go to myshibboleth.com and ask in the chat anything that Joni or Tammy can't answer, they bring to me, and then I can answer it. That's the best way to get to me, is through the team. Just because we don't have any ability to answer that number of personalized questions. There's just more than we could ever get to. Anybody else? Yeah, Facebook, unfortunately, is here to stay, Gayla. I understand. I feel the same. It's here to stay. It's a part of our culture, I believe. Can I speak about fat-free products and why they work? They don't work. So fat-free products in general are a bad idea. They're a really bad idea. Bad. Fat-free usually means high sugar. I am not a proponent of fat-free products. You do see me mention in class fat-free cheese, fat-free Cool Whip, these lesser evils, okay? Fat-free cheese has almost nothing in it but protein, and that supports your weight management effort. Whereas full-fat cheese, unless you're having a line or shark day, does not promote your efforts. It's too high in calories. My thumb knuckle up of regular full-fat cheese is over 100 calories. So if you're eating, this much cheese, you're getting 200 or 300 calories just in fatty cheese. The only way to have full-fat cheese is have a line or shark day or a holiday. There's a way to do it. If someone is trying to have a regular perfect day and they want cheese, because there's so many variables and so much variety, the only way I could fit it in was a cheese that is free of fat and high in protein, which happens to be marketed as fat-free. That does not mean that all fat-free stuff is promoted in this program. In fact, most of the time it is not. Fat-free cottage cheese is low in sugar, so it's approved for the program. But typically, the only things we approve of that's fat-free are things that's fat-free and sugar-free, or is fat-free and has low sugar, and we're trying to avoid the calories that come from fatty products, because fat is a lot more dense in calories. So no, we're not advocates of a fat-free lifestyle at all. Fat is a macronutrient, does good. It's just you're looking at one or two products that we approve, and then we can definitely see why the assumption would be fat-free is okay. It's most of the time not okay. We're looking at each individual product, regardless of what it says on its label. We don't care if it says ketogenic. We don't care if it says sugar-free. We don't care if it says fat-free. We're looking at the overall nutrition prospectus on the back of it to let you all know how to use it. Never have to be on Facebook to do anything that we do. Thank you, Joy Beth. We get a bad rap for promoting processed foods. We do not. We actually really work hard to promote a whole food program. But because people are so habitually turning to kettle chips and ice cream, and we give lesser evil alternatives that would still allow you to lose weight, lose body fat. We're looking at each individual product, not a fat-free lifestyle. Is there any type of mayonnaise you could have on a line day? You could use the mayonnaise recipe in the library, and you could use any of the approved mayos if you're just using a smidge as a condiment. As the line and Shark Day promote, stay away from tier 2 and tier 3 as much as you can. If you absolutely need a condiment and you don't have a full fat mayo, then you can make your own. There's a great little mayonnaise recipe using MCT. Any last questions before I go? Bye, everybody. Hi, Michelle. Anybody else before I go? All right, everybody. Well, we appreciate you, love you, work hard. Oh, got another question. So you can use full fat mayo, just a smidge, just a smidge. If you're not, Jitterbug, if you're not too worried about, if you're not trying to identify allergens in your plant-based foods, using no sugar, full fat mayo would be fine. If you're purely doing lion and shark days for fat loss or to feel good, full fat mayo with no sugar added to it would be fine on a lion or shark day. Now, if you're trying to identify plant allergens through a food elimination protocol, I'd be careful about adding any condiment. I don't do lion and shark days to eliminate plant-based foods from my life. I kind of know which ones don't sit well with my digestive system now. I use it to lose body fat. So full fat mayo, a little bit of it is not going to hurt my effort. It would hurt it if I'm adding sugar. If you got a mayonnaise with sugar, that's going to set you back because you're eating full fat foods with lion and shark day. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.